And then I did slightly weather the motor. Welcome back to the workbench, and we are currently working on, or well, actually we're about to, I guess, start working on the 2025 48-hour group build. So we've got 48 hours to build this. Actually, we started last night, and I can kind of show you where we're at so far, but we're working on this Atlantis Sinclair Gas Truck. And so all I did from last night to today is I got all the parts washed up, cleaned up, and then I started clipping the parts that we're going to need here in the first few steps of the build. And I ran to the store this morning. Now it's still kind of early in the morning, so well, it turns out the hobby shop is not open. It doesn't open till 11 o'clock, and I don't have till 11 o'clock. I need to get started on this. So I just ran by the AutoZone, and AutoZone had some green paint. So this is the green that we're going to be using. Is actually a Forest Green Pearl. Yeah, it's a Chrysler color. so I don't know if this is a Chrysler or not, but that's what it's getting painted. So that's the green. I actually have red and all the other colors that I think we're going to need. Pretty sure I have all the other colors we're going to need. I hope so. But anyways, yeah, so I've got the parts kind of started being cleaned up. So I clipped them, cleaned them up, and that's really all I did between last night and this morning. So what I thought we would do, I basically have, I guess at this point, kind of have 2 days to work on this. So I think the plan is, I was trying to break this down. So, well, I'll tell you what, how many steps we have? We have 11, which is basically 12. So we can go through, let's try to make it through step 6 today. In today's video, we're going to try to make it all the way. So we'll build the motor, the front little frame section, I guess a couple of the axles, and the cab front. It looks like we'll basically start getting together. Now, a lot of this I'll probably want to most of this build is actually just green. What did I do with the box lid? I threw it somewhere. A lot of it is green. So I might end up just kind of actually gluing a lot of this together to paint green all at the same time. So in other words, when we start doing the cab, yeah, I kind of want to, well, but then the inside, I think the inside we're probably going to do maybe a semi-gloss black or something. I don't know. I don't know what the color the interior of these would be. Anyways, I'm talking too much. We need to get to work. We're going to run out of time. So let's start. I'm going to go ahead and start by gluing the motor together, which I washed all these pieces and I just kind of threw them together in here. Let me see if I can dig out the parts we need. Where is the other half of the motor? There it is. All right, so let's go ahead and start getting this, like I said, put together. I think I'll probably do most of the assembly down here on the lower camera. Let's see how well this is going to fit together. I do want to, I know this is going to be built relatively fast, but I would like to build it as best as possible. This is not fitting together terribly well. There, is that better? I guess that's about as good as it's going to get. Let me bring our glue over. I'd like to try to get the seams out of it and stuff. So what I think we'll do, we'll go ahead and, I'm just going to drop glue all the way around the seams here. I'm assuming this is probably all the same color, I would think. It gives no indication of what color to paint anything. I have no idea what color. Where are my clamps? Here's one over here. Let's see if I can get to it. Yeah, I have no idea what color the engine on one of these would be. Would they paint it green like the rest of the truck, or would it be, I don't know. I might have to look into it. Like, because the instructions have nothing as far as colors go. But anyways, that's got that glued up. The next I'm gonna need, it looks like it's, I guess this motor's just like a flathead, huh? Where is the cylinder head? You know what? I'm gonna pull some of these bigger pieces out of here so I can see, so I can find stuff hopefully a little easier. Where is, should be down here somewhere. Is this it? Nah, that is not it. That's something else. Where is the, I hope I didn't lose it in the cleaning process. I think this is it here. Here we go. So we're gonna need that, and we're gonna need the timing cover, which I clipped and cleaned up already also. It's right here. All right, so those, and I'm thinking all this is gonna, I think I'll just glue the motor. I think I'll glue the motor sans the exhaust together, and we'll paint, it'll be one color. Do you even see the motor in this? Is this, I guess it'll be able to be viewed from below. Yeah, because the hood doesn't open, I don't think, does it? It's a cab over, so does the, let me see. Just out of curiosity. Does that like hinge or anything? It might. Does the cab, oh it does. Yeah, that's cool, okay. So this is actually very cool. The cab actually hinges forward like a cab. So we will be able to pull the whole cab forward and be able to see the motor. So I do kind of want to detail it up a little bit, I think. I might look into, I don't even know what this thing is. What is it? It's a vintage gas truck is all it's saying. Does it have, it says, what does it say on it? White? Yeah, it says white on the front here. I'm gonna have to look in, I'm gonna have to do some Google searching when I go to do some painting. I'm gonna do some Google searching and see if I can find anything about these trucks in real life. I'm assuming they really existed, right? Let me go ahead and get, that doesn't go on there. Let me go ahead and get the timing cover and the head on. Was that gonna fit fine? Yeah. How about this one? How does it go? Goes, it looks like it goes this way. How in the world do you get it in there? Yeah, it's gonna, oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna have to be clamped down. That does not fit terribly well. Let's put that on first. In fact, let's do this. It might help it fit a little better. Let's see if we can smooth this surface out a little bit. We're gonna plane the engine block here real quick. Pretend like we're the machine shop. We'll plane it down just a bit nice and smooth. Like so, and then does this have any, there's nothing really, should be holding it back. Give it a once over anyways, huh? Yeah, a little something came off there. That might have been holding it up a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and get the head on. Like so. And then that's going to go this way. So how it was showing it go. And then I think what I'll do, actually let me go ahead and glue the front timing cover on also. You know what, let me do the same thing here. Like so. And then it does go this way, yeah. Like, how does, yeah, nothing fits terribly tight together, but I'm just going to try to straighten it out. And I think, because we're in a hurry, I'm doing this. Normally I would clamp this head on, let it dry, and then go ahead and put the timing cover on, but I'm trying to do it all at the same time just because we're in a bit of a hurry. We don't have all the time in the world. I think before I paint, I'm gonna clean up some of these edges. I'm trying to decide what all I want to do to this motor. Do I want to put some wires in and whatnot? I mean, we've got, I'm assuming this is the magneto or distributor or whatever you would call it on this motor. I think that's probably the coil, I guess. I'm not for sure. Again, I think I might do some Googling and see if I can figure anything out on this. But that's got the motor. Then all we're going to need for this particular step is the exhaust, which I'll probably paint up, you know, like steel or some color. I don't know. And then we need the front. I wonder what color the frame and everything is. I think. Does it show, do I have any pictures of a, oh, let me grab the box back here. Oh, here's, they show it from the top side, so you can't really see. Sure wish I knew what the colors were on this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it. I bet it's just like black. I'd probably just do a semi-gloss black and whatnot. I would think. It looked like the little tanks on the side were like aluminum color. But what I think I'm gonna do now is I think I'm gonna cut right here. And like I said, I'm gonna go do some Googling, and then I'm gonna do some painting, and I'm gonna get through step 4, painted up and ready to go. In fact, let me look just real quick before I take off to do that. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and no, I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint this stuff up. We'll get it assembled, and then we'll start working 5 and 6 and get 5 and 6 done. So it's going to be just seconds for you guys. It's probably going to be hours for me because I'm going to have dry time on paint. But I'll be right back. Okay, I got most of the painting done for the first 6 steps. When I say that, basically I got the green and the red painted for the first 6 steps here. So through the cab, which I think is what we're going to try to finish up today. Let's take a quick look here. I glued up some of the cab together just to make it easier to paint. I've got to clean up this seam here. I got going too fast. Let me show it down below. We got a seam right down the middle because this was 2 halves, and I got going too fast and I forgot about it. I need to clean that up. It's just going to be staring at us. We got to remember this cab folds forward like this, which is probably how I have it sitting with the cab forward, and that's gonna be staring us right in the face. So yeah, I'll have to clean that up and then repaint the cab, but I think I'll do that first before I put the roof on and stuff. I've got the roof and the front painted, not attached yet. I did attach the dash to the front. I'm gonna leave all the metal interior pieces the green. I think I'm gonna paint the carpet black and probably along and beside the seats, up and around the seats. All this will probably be black. I think I'll do the seats like a tan color, that kind of that vinyl tan color. I think is probably what those would be. Or like there's been seat covers put on it. Maybe I don't think I have anything to make it look like there's been seat covers put on it, over the years. Because I think I've decided. At first I said I wasn't going to weather this at all. I think I am going to weather it just a little bit. I can't not. So the first thing we're going to start weathering is the motor. And the first thing I actually did is I took some of the body color paint and I kind of splattered it on the engine. Let me bring it down here. I don't know if you can see, the light's not that good down here. I just kind of splattered some of the paint on there, to make it look kind of like. Let me pull that off. To kind of make it look like the chassis had got a paint job, over the years, and they didn't pull the motor. They just painted the chassis. They tried, they used some cardboard or whatever, but you got a little bit of overspray on the motor. And then I'm going to go through, and I've got black and brown washes I can use. And then I also pulled out my weathering kit here that I keep, which has all my rub and buff. And then I've got a bunch of not acrylic, but oil paints that I use also to do weathering with. And so I think I am going to do just some down and dirty fast kind of weathering on these. The motor, the chassis, I'll scrape up the chassis. I'll probably add a bunch of black around where the axles are for, brake dust and dirt and whatever. Not over the top, just kind of lightly. I'll put some metal scrapes into it. The body I'm going to kind of leave like it is because it's so hot outside. The paint went on good, but it didn't go on. This is supposed to be a 1-stage kind of paint. It's not very glossy, which is perfect. Now, it's way darker than what the Sinclair color really is, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. But I think it's going to look good because there's actually a little bit of gloss here and there. So at the shop, they kind of gave it a quick once over, a good spray. That's why we got some overspray on the motor and stuff. Anyways, I'm going to weather that stuff up. I gotta get to work. This time's going by quick, especially when you have paint dry time. So I gotta get to work. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step away again, and I'm gonna try to get this. I'm definitely gonna get. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I want to keep these videos a little shorter, anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing together. I'm gonna get this built out. When we come back, we can take a look at the weathering I did and how I went about it, and I want to get finished up. I think I think I want to get finished up through step 6. I tell you what, if it's gotten hot outside, so I can't really spray. I spray in my garage, which I've got a little portable AC out there in it. The garage is actually insulated. I just haven't actually got an AC running in it yet. But I have a little, I don't know, it's maybe a 1/4 ton, probably less than a 1/4 ton portable AC, and it allows me to spray. It extends the morning hours, so I can usually spray till about lunchtime because it keeps the temperature down in the garage and the moisture down in the garage. But now it's reaching that tipping point where it's gotten too hot, so I might have to wait to the evening, and I might go ahead and start spraying up some more green and some more. I think it's basically just gonna be green, so that tomorrow when we get together, we'll have that ready to go. Because tomorrow I got to go quick too, because I've got to get this. I've got to get done here pretty soon, because I got a decent bit of edit to do. So what I think I'm gonna do when we come back, I'm gonna go away, get this put together, and then when we come back, we'll take a look at it, and we'll go from there. See in just a second. It'll be just a second for you guys. It's gonna be probably another hour or two for me. I'll be back. All right, I think I've got something here. So I've got steps 1 through 6 finished, and a little bit more, but here's what we've got so far. So, well, first of all, it's tiny. It's so much smaller than I was expecting. I mean, it's 1/48 scale. I don't know what I was expecting, but anyways, it's actually, I'm kind of digging it. It's pretty cool. Look, the front clip folds forward. Pretty cool. And I did leave the front windshield out, so you can see I did paint up the interior, so the seats and the dash is painted and the steering wheel and all that. I don't know if we can see it down here. This camera is really dark down below. Yeah, it's not showing very well. I think we'll just use the top camera for right now. But yeah, you can see the interior is painted. And then I did slightly weather the motor. So I did some weathering on the motor. The wheels themselves have some weathering done to them. Hopefully you can see that. It's just some light weathering. I think if we have time in the end, we'll do more weathering to the truck itself. But I think the idea right now, just looking at how the time's going, we get it finished first, and then see what kind of time we have at the end to do even more weathering. But anyways, I think we've got a pretty good start. I still need to do little things like paint in the lights and the markers and the little logo right there. There's some lights up top here I need to paint in. But what I need to do now is get what I have edited so that I have a video for you guys at 8 o'clock tonight, like I promised. So I tell you what, let me go ahead and let me do that. Let me when I leave you guys, I am going to paint in those little details, and I might go ahead and start on step 7. In fact, I've got some of step 7 done. I put the top in and some of the glass and stuff, but I'll finish up you can tell I'm getting tired. I'm going to finish up step 7, probably get into 8 and 9, start working on the tanker, so that when we come back together tomorrow, we'll kind of have a head start, just so that we're good on time. But anyways, thanks for joining me. This has been fun so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you have enjoyed, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave in the comments down below. Let me know what you think so far. Let me know how you're turning out. Do you like the weathering on the motor? I guess I didn't show the underside. I can probably show you the underside also. I do want to weather up this rear end here. But anyways, let me know what you think so far down in the comments. Subscribe, ring bell, do all those things you do on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.